Hello YouTube, this is Mystikaal, aka Sandra, and I am here to do a review of Scandal. Season 3, Episode 1 is handled. Okay, now I've been gone for a long time, and I really was supposed to start back like last week or the week before that, because there's some new shows that I'm really loving on and wanted to talk about, but had an injury, and then after I got recuperated from that, then I came down with a case of the bubons, as John Stewart would like to say. So, you know, I'm still a little, not 100%, but I am back enough, and you know, this exuberance is going to fight through and power through, because this episode of Scandal, child, it was wonderful. And let me tell you, after the season finale last year, I was just disgusted and turned off. Just like, okay, I'm not like super Olivia fan, but just the character regression that happened in those last 2 episodes, like all the character growth the whole season, just like it was wiped away, and I was like, whatever, Shonda, okay, enough. And you know, so there was so much hate tweeting going on to Shonda. They scared her away from Twitter for a couple months. She said, look, my show's over, I'm going to go on hiatus, because I know they were sending her a lot of fever. So, you know, I'm just at the point now is I don't care about Olivia. I really don't. They're together, they're not together, they're longing looks across the room. I don't care. I'm over it. I'm done. So I was not excited for the new episode. It's like, okay, it's coming back, I'm gonna watch it, whatever. You know, she gonna have to reel me back in somehow, because I'm like, I was not here for it. I was not enthused. But child, they brought in Joe Morton. I mean, he was there last season, but they gave him speeches of life tonight. Oh my God. That first scene with him and Olivia in the airport, he eviscerated Olivia. I mean, she regressed. She was 5 years old. She was a zygote. He just made her feel so small. And I was just here for it. It was everything. Joe Morton is everything on this show. Oh my God. Oh, I don't even remember half of what he said, and I rewatched it twice. Okay. They packed like a good 3 or 4 episodes worth of content into this one episode. It was too much going on. I rewatched it twice, but I'm still like processing. But I just need to get this off my chest so I can go to sleep. Right? So, Joe Morton, I don't know if you know, but if you don't know, you better ask somebody, because this is Rowan Pope's world, and we are all just squirrels trying to get a nut. Okay, that speech, he gave me fever. I was like, well, I'm sorry, Joe. I know I should be doing more with my life. Like, I could get it together. I'm sorry, I'm disappointed. Like, I don't even know you like that. Why are you giving me so? It was too much. It was glorious. He is, like, he just gave me life. He wasn't even in most of the episode, but what he was in, oh my God, he delivered. So, like, oh, Mr. Morton. It was everything. And I just, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, Rowan Pope is an evil bastard, but Joe Morton makes him a magnificent bastard. Like, you want to see him do evil shit. He's just, I love him. I love everything about him. Loving your whole tribe. They gave him the speech to end all speeches. Just, he let Olivia know, like, I raised you for greatness. Must you be so mediocre? Ow! Daddy, that hurts in my feeling places. Damn. I told you to aim higher, to be more. He said do better. Okay? Don't sleep with the president. Be the president, bitch. What are you doing with your life? Get your life. And he tried to whisk her off and send her off to run into hiding because, you know, as we know, at the end of last season, it was revealed that she was the mistress. And so, you know, every paparazzi, the reporters, they're hounding her. And so, you know, he comes to the rescue to whisk her off and put her on a private plane to go run into hiding and disappear. And, you know, she was about to go because, you know, it was like, okay, Daddy, I'm going to do what you say. I don't want to go, Daddy. Why? But I don't want to go, Daddy. You gonna get on that plane come hell or high water, and in case you didn't know, I'm the hell and the high water. Get your ass on that plane. Get a switch. Oh, yes. It was everything. It was everything. Love that. You know, evil, just, he tore her to shreds, and she was just speechless. Just, but, speechless. She had nothing to say. She got on that plane and she was getting ready to go, and she called Cyrus, and Cyrus talked her out of it. And you know, even though her father told her that, you know, though you can't depend on the White House. The White House is going to tell you what you want to hear, and then they are going to abandon you. They are going to rip you to shreds. You know, they're going to just betray you, as you know, when you least expect it. And so she's talking to Cyrus, and she's like, oh, well, you know, you're just going to you just want me around so that you can use me as a scapegoat and tear me apart. And she's like, you're a monster. And he's like, yeah, I'm a monster, honey, but I'm your monster. That's right, Cyrus. That's my boo, Cyrus. Yes, because he tries it. He tries it a lot. But in the end of the day, I always know he's not going to betray Olivia. He may do some stuff that she does not like, but he's looking out for her. And I just have to remember that in those times when they make it seem like he's going to do something. Pardon. I just have to remember he is her monster. I'm going to have that mantra because he's always, forever trying it. Trying it, Cyrus, you tried it. Okay? So, he convinces her to stay. She leaves the plane and, you know, tells her daddy that she's not going to do that. She's not going to stay. You know, she's going to make her own decision. She's going to go to her office. And he's like, but you think you can just go back to your life like ain't nothing happened? I'm going to go. So she goes back, and the paparazzi's there. Huck has to come drag her out. And, you know, she's telling the gladiators, you know, go back to business as regular. Talk to, you know, go talk to our clients. What clients? And they all called to fire us. So they have a montage of her trying to call up the clients and try to, you know, work. Nobody wants you tainted. Nobody wants to be associated with that. Child, please. Sometimes her and Fitz can be a little delusional. So we got another sparring match between Cyrus and Vice President Sally. Vice President, you know, she went off on a little riff about her views on his lifestyle and dragging that beautiful little brown baby into his I forgot the word she used, some homophobic foolishness, and because she felt that he was always condescending about her religion. And it's like, you know what? You know, everybody's free to be who they want to be, you know, to praise and worship any way that you choose. But, bitch, you got a job. Vice President. Ain't nobody put you up in no damn pulpit. Okay? You are there to work for the president. If he needs you to go glad hand some people while he works out his mission, go do that. Get on your J.O. and do your job, miss. Okay? Thump your Bible on your own time. Ain't nobody got time for you and your... Look, Your morals is one thing, and you know you're welcome to them on your own time. When you are on the clock, you better go do what the president needs you to do. Shoot. But you know, I always love to see Sally. I mean, I love Sally. You know, well, I love watching the actress play Sally because she does a wonderful job. Sally's just a dumb, like, she's always, you know, full of fire and brimstone and you know, pouting, and I'm not going to do this and I'm not doing that and you're not going to make me do, and at the end of the day she does. So why don't you save all of that? Well, it's some glorious speeches, you know, we don't want to save that, but it's kind of repetitive. If she's gonna have convictions, then make her stand up to her, have a showdown, do something. But it is always fun to see Cyrus and Sally go at it. Love it, always. I could watch a spin-off with just the two of them arguing with each other all the damn time. Okay, so, you know, they sent her out to face the wolves so that Fitz and Melly can come up with a plan of how they're going to deal with the leaking of Olivia as being the mistress, right? So she does that. That's fine. You know, she blusters a little bit, but whatever. She's just going to do what she's going to do. Now, in this meeting with Sally, Fitz is slowly prepping her to be able to take advantage of this situation for her own political gain. And you know, like, I see what you're doing, you little slick bastard. Everybody is trying to work their way to try to help you out of a situation, and you just keep trying to go the other direction. He is like, Fitz is a wolf caught in the Melly trap, and he keeps trying to gnaw his foot off to get free, and they just won't let him. He's stuck in that Melly trap, and no matter what plan he devises or scheme, how he tries to do this, that, and the third, he's going to remain in that Melly trap. That's why Olivia needs to move on with her life. Stop beating herself against the rock. Like, just let it go. And we get a snitchy bitch Hal scene. We find out that he was getting drunk at the bar and, you know, got his loose lips. Well, he didn't say Olivia's name, but he did leak something to the reporter who wound up leaking the information about Olivia. So, like, shouldn't he be fired at the very least? Or killed? Like, I'm so sick of Hal. David Rosen tries to convince Livy to come clean and you know, say that, you know, it's her and deal with the backlash, and you know, he's saying as long as there's any shred of proof out there anywhere, you know, you're going down. And just at that moment on TV, they're releasing footage of Fitz leaving her building one night, and they get the footage because someone was taping a guy pissing on the side of the building. Why? Who does that? Why do they do that? Where they do that at? Is this a niche, a trend, something? If I do a search, will I find videos of dudes pissing on the side of the building? I'm not going to do that search, because, ew, why? Like, that makes no sense. Why was somebody filming that? No. So, okay, they have the proof. It's confirmation that she's the mistress. And so Cyrus decides to do a kill file on Olivia. That's basically, you know, learning all her secrets, something that they can use to portray her as a slutty mistress or whatever it is. And we find out that Olivia's mother died when she was young, I think around 12 or something like that. And I'm sad because I wanted to meet Livy's mother, because if Papa Joe is so epic, could you imagine the mother? Like, I thought I heard there's something about Felicia Rashad or something like that. I don't know. She would make a good mother. I hope that, you know, that plane crash was faked and she is alive, because we need to meet Livy's mother. In the meantime, in between time, Harrison and the Gladiators are trying to devise a plan to help Livy, because she won't talk to them. She won't let them help. She just, you know, I'm a ride or die by myself. Like, didn't you leave your man at the end of last season because these people needed you? Maybe you could talk to them some damn time. Just standing around, keep it to yourself. You need a damn confidant, somebody to talk to. That's not Cyrus. Your conversations are just fraught with too much subtext and context, and it's not. No. You need somebody to talk to. Them 4 people in your damn office, one of them could help you. Something. A shoulder to cry on sometimes. I'm just saying. Okay, so Harrison calls Cyrus and tries to work something out, but Cyrus isn't having it, and they have this footage that they wind up giving Cyrus of one of the White House interns saying he's hot, so they pin it on her, and poor child, she didn't do nothing to nobody. Just because she thinks the man is hot, he's hot. Like, I mean, what does that mean? That don't prove nothing. Do they have footage of Fitz leaving her house in the middle of the night? I don't think so. I don't know how that suddenly excluded Olivia. You know, like that exonerated her because the girl said he was hot. Like, how did that prove anything? How did that just wipe the slate clean? Okay, whatever. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I got ahead of myself. There was this underground bunker scene with Fitz, Olivia, and Melly. Oh my god. It was so good, because they're trying to figure out how they're going to deal with the scandal, and you know how they're going to do the press conference, what they're going to say, what the story is. And Melly, like, is the definition of impotent rage. Like, she's so angry, but she can't do anything about it. And, you know, she just, like, she try as she may. Like, there's nothing like, there's nothing. Melly, poor, like, just get out. Everybody just needs to get out of the situation already. But anyway, it was just, you know, first they're just going to come out and tell the whole truth. This is what Fitz wanted to do. And, you know, then Olivia started working it over in her mind, and she came up with a plan of how just coming out and telling the truth would be beneficial, and what colors the people would wear, and when he would pick up the kids, and the photo opportunity at the airport, and you know, pardon, and all of that. And Melly was like, you are not telling that fairy tale with me standing right there like the dumb some of a bitch. You know, like, you're not going to tell the story of how you were having an affair with this woman for a year, and then it started and ended and started and ended and ended and started and you know, over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And you know, because that's you know, that's Fitz says, yeah, that's the story of a man in love, not, you know, a man who's, you know, in love with another woman. And when she, you know, because she was going off, you know, this is not going to be this, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and when he said that, she was like, you're right. Like, you're not going to tell that story. Bellamy, what's her name? Bellamy Young, something like that. She does that shutter gasp thing very well. That was, I mean, that scene was just so, like, can you imagine, like, being either any one of those people in that situation, like, in real life, like, you're sitting down with the man that you've been cheating with and his wife to devise a plan for how to, like, what? Like, that is just so mind-blowingly wrong. That is just, like, on all levels, it's just so wrong. But, you know, very good scene. So, okay, so they finally come up with the plan that, you know, Melly approves, and saying that, you know, they only had sex twice, it wasn't, you know, an affair, it's just something that happened those 2 occasions, blah, blah, blah. So they come up with that plan, they all leave. Melly goes to Cyrus and is like, you know what, they're trying to come out and tell the truth. Like, that cannot happen. Truth telling, no, we need to slosh this. So, you know, the whole thing happens with Cyrus releasing the footage that Harrison gave them, and the blame gets put on the other girl, and, you know, Fitz is furious. He goes into the Oval Office and he's like, get Cyrus in here, and Melly's in there, and he's like, you know, how Cyrus do this? You know, we're about to go do this press conference, and now we gotta change the narrative and change our speeches, and you know, making sure that people know that it was absolutely not this girl. And Melly's like, not half all the planning and scheming I did, because, you know, he thought it was Cyrus, and she was like, no, this was my plan, because I got the idea from you when you leaked Olivia's name to the press. And then we get flashbacks of him telling Tom to go to that bar and leak Olivia's name to that reporter. That never even occurred to me that Fitz would do that. Just, I mean, because, you know, trying to blow up Olivia's world because you trying to get free of your Melly bear trap, a wolf trap, whatever you want to call it, trap. You just trying to blow up. Like, it never even occurred to me that it would have been Fitz. So she's like, yeah, you leaked Olivia's name, and, you know, how you said I was just ornamental, there for show, you know, nobody who expects me to think. Well, I did some thinking, and I figured it out that it was you. So, yeah, this was my plan, and, you know, I win. And he was like, no, I win, see, because you had you know, something to hold over both of our heads by, you know, saying that you could release Olivia's name to the press. I beat you to it. She's free. You have nothing on her now. Okay, so everybody's happy. You know, he says, you know, this is a war. You won this battle, but we're fighting a war, me and you. And it's like, okay, why are you at war with Melly? What purpose does that serve? I think, you know, I think he's trying to do anything he can to get out. And, you know, he tries this plan, not working, I'm going to try this plan. Oh, that didn't work, I'm going to try something else. I need to get out of this damn marriage, and yet nobody will let me get out. Melly won't let me out, Cyrus won't let me out, Livy won't let me out. I need out. I need to blow up. I need to get out. Let me out. That's what I feel from Fitz. I just like to let me out. I just want out. I don't want it. And, you know, he was trying to, and, you know, he was blowing, well, he wasn't blowing smoke up Sally's ass. He really didn't want Sally to take that opportunity, but because of the release of the tape of the girl, now, you know, Sally's like I thought he was, you know, we was having a moment. He was sharing with me. He was trying to help me. No. Again, I do what they want me to do, and I don't get nothing in return. Sally gonna come ham one time, like, no, I ain't gonna do it. And she gonna hold to it. I know she is. But this episode, it was so fast-paced. So much is going on. Oh, and to end it, Cyrus comes home he's talking to the girl, you know, because he gave her assurances that, yeah, we're going to help you. It's going to be okay. You don't need a lawyer. The White House is going to protect you. The same shit that Big Daddy Rowan was telling Olivia, you know, that's what they're going to say to you, and then they're going to blow your ass out the water. So he's saying all of this, you know, trying to console the girl. And he comes home and he sees James knocked out on the bed, and Charlie's there holding a gun on him. I'm like, what? Did they let Charlie go? I forgot what happened with that last scene with Charlie. They let him go? Okay. So he's back working for B613. Big Daddy Rowan sent Charlie to fetch Cyrus and bring him in because he wants to let him know about this mission. They spoke about it last season. I forgot what it was about. Something happened that, you know, he had to get him clearance and let him see the full file and find out what happened. And, you know, Cyrus was like, oh my God. So that was the end of the episode. But it was chock full of everything. Great speeches, great sparring between Melly and Fitz, and Sally and Cyrus, and Livy and Rowan, and it was just great. I'm so hyped about that episode, and I'm glad to get this energy out so I can go to sleep because it was everything. Yes, Scandal is back, and you know, I'm back. I'm excited again for, like, I want to, like, what's gonna happen next week, and you know, whatever happens with all this, I don't care. You know, I think the writers have bungled that to the point that I just whatever. But everything else is molto bene, and I'm so in. And you know, I will be reviewing it again next week, and I'm going to try in the next couple of days to do some reviews for some of the other shows I've been watching during the week, and you know, just try to get some stuff going, because I've been sick and laid up and, you know, dying in bed, like, just I don't care about anything. I didn't want to be bothered, but I'm like, I have the shivers and I want to talk about them. So I will be coming with my stuff, and thank you for watching, and you can join me on Twitter. I'm a live tweeter for my show, so if you want to join me on Twitter, it's at the Mystikaal, and I'll put it up somewhere here. And thanks for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, let me know what you thought of the episode, and my show is back, and I'm back with my show, more importantly. So yay, good times. I can't bend my hand. Okay, bye YouTube.